Howdy, tabletop RPG fans. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Wrangleme, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this Reviews Day topic is about 13 RPG YouTubers that I watch regularly. This week's video is a bit different. Instead of providing an overview and insight into old and obscure tabletop RPGs or tips and tricks books that I have in my vast collection, I'm going to talk about 13 RPG YouTubers. They aren't just streaming their gaming tables, although a few do. They are actually helping to promote innovation and improving our wonderful hobby by making useful and funny content. Some of that content is comedy gold, some informative and some insightful, but they are all brilliant. Besides playing D&D and designing new RPGs and RPG zines, I also make video games with Unity, make art and publish RPGs using Affinity Photo, Designer, and Publisher, and use DaVinci Resolve to edit my YouTube videos, all learned on YouTube. I'm sure you will find these YouTubers interesting and hopefully like and subscribe. Some of you may wonder why I would review another designer's RPGs, or in this case, another YouTuber's channel. I'm a firm believer in the idea of a rising tide lifts all boats. Besides the USA, we have got YouTubers from Canada, Australia, and the UK. Our first YouTube channel is Dingo Doodles. Dingo makes webcomics and tells animated stories on YouTube, basically cartoons of her life. Part of her life is also playing D&D, which she has animated some hilarious stories about her party's adventures and the shenanigans they get into.
I didn't think my first video would be Dungeons and Dragons, but, well, here we go. Wait, don't just leave just yet. You do not have to know Dungeons and Dragons in order to appreciate the stupidity. Now, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for about 6 to 7 years, and I've never royally messed up like this before. Happy Halloween, or belated Halloween, or early. To be honest, I don't know when I'm getting this out. But, what about part 4? Shh. Candy.
Zee Bashew is a skilled and funny animator, bringing regular tabletop RPG content under the Animated Spellbook or Animated Sword brands. The stories are amazing, creative, and leave me laughing.
Warlocks are the most interesting class to me, lore-wise, and they come with a lot of kind of cool story strings attached that other classes don't have to deal with. And for that reason, I've always thought that they should be more powerful in a kind of obvious way than the other classes. When you look at it, they aren't. Frankly, in most ways, Warlocks are actually a little underpowered. And I know that some of you are going to say, but Eldritch Blast! And okay, you kind of have a point, so let's take a look at how you go about getting such godlike power. Hello and welcome to the first animated sword. Stonetuth's jagged peak marks the end of the spine of the world. In its depths lay the hidden ruins of Glitterheim and the last blades of Durgeddon.
Dungeon Craft by Professor Dungeon Master is about running the ultimate game of Dungeons and Dragons. He is doing both crafting and GM tips.
3 simple techniques that'll help you improve your narration today on Dungeon Craft. Welcome to Dungeon Craft. I'm Professor Dungeon Master, and this channel is about playing the ultimate game of Dungeons & Dragons. Today I'm wearing my +1 vest of protection because I'm about to have incoming in the comments section because people are going to disagree with me.
The How to Be a Great Game Master channel by Guy is amazing. The voices, the characters, the engaging stories, the insights into rules, tricks, and tips are super useful with superb production values.
This is my grandfather. The resemblance, of course, is striking. His name was Julian. He died a miserable death, unknown.
Hello and welcome to today's show. My name is Guy and you're watching How to Be a Great Player. Today we're going to start asking some questions about your character's backstory. Now these are the 6 questions that I believe will absolutely define your character. Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Be a Great GM. Now, today we're talking accents, and I think the most important thing that I need to say right up at the front is that this is in no way meant to mock or ridicule the accents of the great nations of this world.
The MonarchsFactory channel by Dale Kingsmill entertains, educates, and gets particularly silly telling stories of D&D and other RPGs, the real lives of werewolves, and the mythological heroes. Between Dale and Jazza, I get my daily dose of Aussie speak.
Thieves can't, thieves can't. Thieves can't. It is thieves can't. I'm just confused because of my own accent. That's where we're at today. Hello humans, my name is Dale Kingsmill and I'm back with another D&D video for you because this last week I've been thinking a lot about thieves can't. A bunch of y'all in my comments section were asking me about how I organize my DM binder. So here it is, I'm making a video about it because I'm still on a D&D kick. Who in the world isn't? It has color-coded sticker tabs in both vertical and horizontal.
Our sixth channel is the World Anvil, and it is an amazing online app for organizing your world-building efforts, whether you are a game master or a writer. One of the best things about World Anvil is the YouTube videos by Janet Blythe, their CEO. Part hilarious and always informative.
Greetings and salutations! I'm Janet from World Anvil, and this is a video about the problems with your fantasy races.
I mean, I haven't read your fantasy races, and maybe they're great, I don't know, but these are the things that I see all the time with fantasy races, where there's problems with them, and they're just kind of, like, meh.
So, are you ready? It's time to light up the forge. You need to give me a really good reason why. Otherwise, I'm just going to think that your world is a little bit simplistic. Today we're going to talk about what you need to decide when you're starting a new world-building project and prevent the dreaded world builder's disease.
Our seventh channel is XP to Level 3. Jacob, the creator there, is funny and quite insightful DM. His insights into how D&D plays, how the rules are broken, and how to fix them are always entertaining and very funny.
Oh no.
Get in, losers! We're gonna go catch some fireballs! Who's ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
No, you didn't have to come.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. So you want to play Dungeons and Dragons? I can't do this. Oh god. We're gonna go over all the rules that I put in my campaigns, and if you were a player in my game, this is all the rules that you would normally abide by.
The Dungeon Dudes is our eighth channel. It's by Kelly McLaughlin and Monty Martin. They are a pair of expert dungeon masters pushing tips and tricks about their D&D playstyle.
Greetings, my name is Monty Martin.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin.
And we are the Dungeon Dudes. Welcome to our channel where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for players and guides for dungeon masters.
Every D&D adventuring party has to deal with the threat of death and dismemberment lurking around every corner.
And somebody's going to be the poor sap that has to pick up all the pieces afterwards. And if that somebody is you, you might be playing the healer in your next Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Our ninth channel is Runehammer, which was previously Drunkens and Dragons by Hankren, and covers a lot of awesome D&D or OSR content, like the Index Card RPG and the 5e Hardcore mode, which they published on Drive-Thru RPG.
What is this doing here? Oh shit, I'm recording. You got to get some new shoes to see the truths of the way that your wallet got bruised when you came through. Ooh. This is room design, and we're back once again to get that stuff done that we do. Can we get this in here? Let's get this down here. Yeah, thanks. It's more like In the middle. Oh. So it's you. Those people that want to learn more about D&D. How to play more better than they used to. Well, I'll tell you what. I came to the right place.
Our 10th channel is JP Covert, and he is an illustrator with a style I particularly enjoy. His maps and drawings are wonderful.
Let's design and draw a D&D dungeon. Alright, so I'm in my studio here at the Shred Quarters, working away on my custom Dungeons & Dragons city adventure campaign book thing. And then the most important thing is some graph paper. Maybe they're going because they heard about a magical item that was stolen by the fish people and they want to retrieve it. Lots of reasons to go to this place and fight some fish people because... Alright, I am starting super light. I'm just filling in kind of like the baseline color, the very lightest greens and oranges for the mountains and yellow for the desert, blue for the water.
The 11th channel is Black Magic Craft, and it's always a pleasure to see new videos from Jeremy. He has some incredible techniques for terrain and crafting.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Black Magic Craft. Almost every build I do, I have a step where I apply a black wash. To show you the recipe that I have been using for black washes lately, there's nothing wrong with the old recipe, this is just a bit better. On the hunt for the missing children, you find yourself in the deep, dark forest. A small clearing reveals a tiny stone hut in utter disrepair. Cobwebs and moss cover this old structure, but what really grabs your attention are the skulls decorating its exterior and the sudden, cackling laughter that comes from within.
Our 12th channel is the Crap Guide to D&D by Joe Cat, or Joe Crap as he says. It is really funny, but also for mature audiences. I will try my best to edit or bleep.
If homebrew is free, a big talking tree. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D. Bugbears aren't actually bears at all, more like beastly orcs and just as tall, but oddly sneaky and your arms are long, so you're really freaking good at playing basketball.
Our last channel is Puffin Forest, and is a very funny collection of animated D&D stories done by Benjamin Scott.
A while back, both my friend and I had just gotten out of convention floor, having run our D&D games. We met up afterwards, and she noticed how traumatized I looked, with that mile-wide stare in my eye, and also the fact that I was huddled into a ball in the corner, questioning my life choices. She asked what had happened, and I let her know that the game I ran was one of the worst ones I've ever run. Which led to a conversation, if that one wasn't the worst, which one was? It's not every day that you get to play a high-tier 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons character. So when one of our friends offered to run a one-shot game for a birthday and asked us all to make 14th level characters, we were all pretty excited. So I contacted the GM and asked him, "Hey, Sue, I have a little bit of a weird character concept I'd like to run past you." "Yeah, sure, what is it? As long as it's from the book, it's probably fine." Yeah, it's from the book. Just, if you can make it legally, I'll allow it."
This episode is brought to you by Kaboomkin, the smaller, faster, funnier RPG of cartoon, fairy tale, post-apocalypse mayhem. It's time to blow stuff up. Get it now at www.kaboomkin.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.